Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I'm in Lord of the Rings Online. I'm on my level 50 Minstrel, and we are in Moria, the long, dark Moria. We're about to start this. I haven't done any quest in here. I have just tagged the millstone, and we're going to go all the way through Moria. I've been really looking forward to this. I kind of skipped a lot of content in Angmar and Aragon and all these other areas just to get into Moria, because it starts to really kind of be a better clip, a pace once you get into Moria, where some of those other zones are a little slow. Although a region, the zone outside of here, oh my gosh, where am I? Oh, there, never mind. The area that we come into, the area door, this area here is actually really good if you haven't done that area. It does move along at the same good place. He says it's time for our return to glory. So we're going to be doing a lot of dwarven stuff here, and just to note, right now, your mount is not allowed in here, but there are goats that you can use inside of Moria.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
That was just actually a stable master. He can actually move us around the different areas, but at some point we will get a goat to where we can use a mount throughout here, because this is huge. Moria is massive. This is a lot of leveling in here. It's going to take us, I think, up to 60 at least. There's just a lot of really cool stuff in here. I love Moria, and I'm looking forward to doing this. So let's talk to... Let's see, I don't think this is... Let's just make sure I don't have any quest. Yeah, that's something else. That's an Angmar. We're not going to do any more Angmar. And not going to do any more of the books. So we're on Forward the Hobbits Afield. That's not even what we're going to do either, because that's Volume 2 Prologue, which we're going to be doing Volume 2. We did the first one in the previous episode. So I don't have anything yet. So this is going to be our first quest. We're going to talk to Tolk.
The dwarves will prevail.
And, it is here. This is Forward Book 2, Echoes in the Dark. Actually, oh man. I didn't know if I really wanted to do a whole book in this episode or not. Let's talk to this guy first and see.
If we are to find Minstrel in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're gonna focus on this for now, and then in the next episode, because that was level 53, so I don't really want to do a whole new book right now. We'll do that in a couple of episodes. Instead, I want to do these quests here where I'm helping all of the dwarves. So, welcome to Moria, Dizzing. You join us at a momentous time. I am the master of the expedition group here at Durin's Threshold. Our expedition groups have already moved further on into the depths of Khazad-dûm, hoping to find Balin's expedition of some years ago and learn of their faith. My fellow dwarves are having a difficult time settling in for a number of reasons. If you could assist them, I would be more than grateful. So just to note here on where we are in the timeline, Frodo and the Ring, the company, has already moved through Moria. So that's the reason the dwarves are set up. They already know that a passage is open. They're trying to go back. They're trying to reclaim Moria for their own. And we're going to help them do that as we go. So we're going to assist Gamely here.
At long last, we will drive the maggot folk from our halls!
Ho there, friend. You don't see anything moving in my bed, do you? My sleep has been quite disturbed of late by the feeling of something crawling across my skin. I refuse to lay beneath those blankets again until I am assured there is nothing alive within them. Take a look for me, Dizzing. I dare not touch the blankets. Okay, let's take a look at his bed, see what he's seeing here. Ah, bed bugs. Oh my gosh. And now they're... So, he's got a problem.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
This is intolerable. Insects rustling around where I lay my head is quite unacceptable. It is not to be borne, I tell you. Where did those hideous little things come from? We've hardly been here a day and already we are infested. I think now I shall need a thorough wash. So we get some legendary item experience. Also check out, like previous episodes, I did the whole legendary weapon quest. So if you're interested in that, that's definitely what you want to check out. Because it's very much required. to continue on here. You really shouldn't do this area until you have your legendary item and have it leveled up a little bit, like I do now.
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk!
Those poor dwarves. They met their doom before they could feast their eyes upon the splendor of Moria. Our victory over the gate is bittersweet one for me. I would like to honor the fallen, Dizzarian. Perhaps you can plant a banner at their graves so that we will all remember their bravery and sacrifice. Yes, we should do that. And finally, there should be one more that we need to help. Not Tolk. Oh, looks like he's up there. Holy cow. So you're gonna see throughout this playthrough that there is a lot of depth to Moria. It's very deep, very vertical in a lot of ways. I'm just making sure he's not like back here for some reason. Yeah, he's not back here. Looks like we need to go up these stairs and around to actually get to the other person. We also need to, well, no, this is one of the flags, isn't it? Honoring those of Moria, honoring the fallen. Actually showing. Wait a minute. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Moria. So this guy is up here. Honor the fallen, though. Looks like there's one place right back here at the beginning. Let's do that real quick. So just so you know, like if you're new to the channel, like I'm doing this. It's been a while. I mean, I've done this quest before, a long time ago, but at the same time, like I don't remember them, so it's all new. And also, there's the part where I'm reading all of this. So this whole playthrough, I've been reading as much of the dialogue as I can, because there's so much great dialogue, and I do enjoy Lord of the Rings, and we want to, just capture that, be a slower playthrough, because we actually are reading everything, but there's just so much great lore that fills in a lot of the pieces that were left out of the book. So they've had some great writers here on Lord of the Rings. Let's make it to the top of the stairs. Make it to the top. Some guards, but let's see, there's dwarven statues everywhere. Dwarves are just quite industrious. Looks like you're gonna walk off a cliff, but you're not. Durin's Threshold, North Wing. So you can see getting a goat mount is going to be very high on the priorities because it's a little slow walking around. And there's Athilus. Yeah, looks like he's got a forge here. So let's see what he has to say.
If only the elves were not so stiff-necked, we might make a swift victory of this endeavor.
He also says, "See to the forges, my brothers. They are the life of Khazad-dûm." Ah, hello, Dizzarian. We are off to a rough start here, to be sure, but is it not an exciting time? Already we have excavated the most impressive forges. Would you like to help me set up shop? Be careful, the fires are hot. The dwarves of Moria knew what they were about when they built these. Except we're going to collect some dull blades. So we can start probably forging these. Collect them. Do you hear that? The sound of the hammers once again rings in the halls of Khazad-dûm. Let me get the last couple. Okay, so I got 6 of them. It says use the forge to restart the blades. And so I guess I can just go down here. Bring out our own little anvil. And there, I've restored dull blades. So I gotta do that 6 times. And finally, number 6. And let him know we used them.
We will reclaim Khazad-dûm for
That is
thine
fine work,
Ironfoot.
good hobbit. I can tell you this was forged in Moria. The improvement is remarkable already. I look forward to the work to be done here. One of my legendary items. So we need to plant the banner. I'm going to turn this one off. we should do it down there. So let me go back down. So it looks like maybe I need to go outside. That's what they really want us to do. Let's go outside the doors and place it, because we did lose some people out here. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, we could see right there they fell. I think we were fighting the beast out here. Here it is. Banner stand. Yeah, we can see the graves of the dwarves that were lost. Alright, so we're gonna go back into Moria and turn this in. Okay, let's tell Ratholf that we've got.
Azog's folk have not
That
yet
was a good
fully
deed.
repaid for
Thank
their
you for
crimes
honoring my
against us.
stalwart friends. I hope they rest well in the sight of the halls of our forefathers. Fathers. Alright, and let's turn this in. That we've helped those three.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Thank you for all you've done. We are certainly off better to start now. Alright.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
You have done much for us, and now I'm sure you are eager to press on into the tunnels. To be Thickfist at the top of the great stairs just yonder, and I believe some dwarves under his supervision have already begun to press forward. If you are interested in doing the same, Tibu might have more information that would be helpful for your journey. Okay, what about a goat? I need a goat. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up that book too, except I'll just...
The dwarves will prevail.
Save it for another time. Alright, so go to the top of the stairs. Okay, so I made it to the top of the great stairs. This is only the beginning of the long dark of Khazad-dûm, and already dwarves are go missing. The tunnels have been empty too long. The ominous tunnel.
I'm not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Surely. I am glad someone with some skill as a warrior has come. I am afraid the tunnel quite unnerves me. Some dwarves have already gone forth under my supervision, but they have not yet returned. A deep place.
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
Many of our expedition have pressed forward for better or worse, but two were supposed to return, and they have not. Will you seek out Dagfinn? He made for Samuldurge many hours ago and has not yet returned. You can find it by pressing east from here, then turning north at your first opportunity.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
If you happen to pass the Chamber of Deep Thought while you search for my friends, would you mind investigating it? Such a place may hold many relics that would be invaluable to the dwarves. If anything catches your eyes, feel free to investigate. Okay. We're gonna do these things. So that chamber is messed up. So it looks like we're going over here and back over here. Okay, so we're going to go down the corridor. Take a look. What's this dwarven axe just sitting here? This axe is dwarf make and looks like it has been abandoned recently. Perhaps one of the dwarf expeditionaries have encountered trouble upon the road. You should search nearby for the owners of this axe. Okay. We can do that. Looks like the other guy we need is just right over here. You see a curious cocoon near the back of the chamber. The Chamber of Deep Thought. Making sure there was nothing I could see that was going to sneak up on me. What is that noise? Ooh, sulking glass spider. New deed, Spider Slayer. You have defeated the spider that inhabited this chamber. Alright, is that all that needed to be done? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we did return to Tibu now. so close. I was looking. It doesn't look like until we get to Dolphin View, we don't really get our go. That's going to be a little bit of hoofing it for a while.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Alas, a spider and nothing more? That is dire news. I've never even heard of a great spider that can glow translucent. I hope we do not discover any more of these. Well, at least you have cleared the Chamber of Evil. I will look on the bright side. Perhaps we can begin to restore it now. Oh, we gotta choose one here. Oh, that is substantially better. Let's go ahead and get the polishing gloves. Equip them. Alright. And we're gonna find the owner of the dropped axe. And looks like we're gonna be moving. Let's go this direction and see what we can find. Things don't always look as they appear. What the heck is going on here? What? Soul warring the goblins will always rule these lands. We stare down at you in all hours, waiting for mighty hand to signal their attack. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Moria belongs to the goblins, not the Longbeards. Voice will not tolerate defeat. Voice. Enough of you. You shall fall to the voice. Moria belongs to him now.
The House of Durin will live forever!
I am silly old fool for rushing in here without any help, but I thought this mad goblin was just up here by himself. Little did I know the goblin is skilled at combat. He has spoken madness since then of a tribe lurking in the darkness somewhere near. Led by a mysterious voice from the darkness, it is something he fears greatly. Do not worry about me. This leg is not as bad as it looks. Go and let Tibu know that the goblins in the voice... about the goblins of the voice. Those are far more troublesome than this nick on my neck. My leg. Are you sure, man? Are you sure? Because that doesn't sound very good. That was our first encounter with a goblin. We will run into many.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
What Camby says is disturbing. A goblin tribe this close to the entrance bothers me. We cannot safely reclaim Moria with such an impending threat. I'm curious as to the nature of the voice as well. We must do what we can to locate the camp, for while Moria contains many unsleeping things that disappear into the darkness, goblins are not one of them. Okay, so he didn't have any more for us. So we're going to seek out Dagfinn in Sheldurge. So this is our first time here. We're not gonna. So you can already see some of the depth of Moria. Pretty cool, right? I have discovered Sheldurge. I guess that's how you say it. I will say these names are much, much easier pronounced than all the Elvish ones we were doing earlier. Wow, I just love the architecture. Oh, there he is. Dagfinn.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Oh, you startled me. I am sorry. I just cannot stop hunting. There must be treasure in this room, stowed away somewhere. My father gave me a map of this place, passed down from the time when I was a Longbeards inhabited Moria, and there were notes of great promise in this hall. I meant only to come in and explore, but I cannot walk away when there is hope of buried treasure. Will you help me look? Okay. We're going to help him look in the piles of debris. I find nothing here. I imagine we're going to find very little. But we'll help a poor dwarf out. Nothing there. Where's the rest of it? Really? No, I guess just a little ways up here there was more. Okay. So we need to tell him it's all empty. Okay, Dagfin.
These halls will be great once more.
You explained that you rooted through many corners of shimmering whatever, but found nothing of promise, and perhaps it would be wise for everyone to return to Durin's threshold. No, I cannot believe it. I've treasured the map all my life. I cannot accept that it would lead me here only to find this hall empty. Alright, let's go tell Turby that we tried to talk to him, but he's lost. Okay, Tubi.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
That fool, just because he treasured a map for a lifetime does not mean that the map was ever going to be accurate. Schimmeldurge is likely as dry as a bone now. I hope he returns soon to take some rest.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains.
According
I
to
fear the
Camby,
orcs
oh my
will be the
gosh.
least of our troubles.
According to Camby, the chieftain said to go through the broken wall above the eastern stairs. We must see if this goblin tribe does, in fact, lurk in the shadows. I also want to know more about the voice of the chieftain was so fearful of. Head to the east through the crack and locate the tribe. Okay, we are going to find the tribe of goblins here. So we're going to go through the crack. I guess this is the crack. Khazad-dûm. You have discovered the goblin encampment. A deep, gruff voice barks sharp orders. There's some Moria soldiers. Some mushrooms here on the ground. Looks like there's somebody down there. Speak with the dwarf near the goblin camp, like this guy right here. Grod Bog Gatherer. Grod Bog Gatherer. I don't know if that's him making the noise or not. Oh, look at that. That's just pretty cool. Why isn't he?
May Durin return soon to his halls.
It's a different book. Jarmar.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
By Durin's beard, someone has come to help me. I was cut off with the rest of my group venturing forward through this area, and I found myself here.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I've been seeing a great deal of movement among the goblin messengers at this camp. I do not like Schnaga-Madul, nearness to Durin's threshold, nor the road to Dolven View. They are watching all of our movements and running communications hither and thither. I fear that many dwarves using the roads here, will lose their lives in the unhindered flow of malicious information. I am sure you wish to hasten eastward, but if you could do me this a favor as you pass through the camp, I would appreciate it. So he wants me to defeat goblin messengers.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I'm glad a greater warrior than I is here to do some damage to the menacing little friends. This camp here utterly threatens all travel from Durin's threshold to Dolven View and beyond. All dwarves who come into Moria will pass this way, and we cannot have Snaga-Madul looming beneath the roadway. On your way through, Dizing, please thin out the malicious nest of goblins. Okay, gonna just defeat the soldiers. And
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
It seems as though anyone who encounters the goblins and manages to escape finds their cup purses much lighter than they were previously. In fact, my own coin purse is a bit lighter now. I would appreciate it if you could go in there, take back the goods that were stolen from the innocent travelers passing through here. Alright, so we're just going to reclaim goods, kill some soldiers, and push through. So, here's a messenger right off the bat. If you kill me, another will sound the alarm. Apparently not. And we got some of the coins there. The depths are no longer the depths. Dwarves deserve nothing but death. So I'm not having too hard of trouble killing these guys. I got swarmed out really good. I'm at level 50, and these are all 51. Oh. Wow, he died fast. Okay. Got some points granted. Nice. For completing that deed. Which deed is it? I didn't even see. Oh, scab. These guys are talkers. The whole time they're hitting on you and swinging. Oh, there's a little goblin. Look, what are they doing here? It doesn't look like up to anything good. If I need all these soldiers or not, because I think we're kind of working our way down here. So I think I'm gonna try. So I only need a couple, 4 more. Alright, let me pause here for a second. Clean up the rest of these. Okay, so I finished up all of those, and there's a guy right here, Wiggle. And he's gonna take all of these quests, it looks like. Yeah.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Oh, hello, Yuri. Did you fight your way through Snaga? That is incredible. I am here to offer assistance on the road to those who may be waylaid by the goblins. It is nervous work indeed. Oh there,
These
are you
holds
hurt?
will be great once more.
No, I can see that you are not, but you seem to have hurt many goblins during your short stay here in Snaga, and I'll thank you for that. I'm here to assist travelers, maybe hindered on the road as they pass through the rotten goblin camps, but since you seem to have waylaid them, I will help you on your way. Doesn't matter which one of these we choose, because they are both not our items.
May Durin return soon to his holes.
I always suspected those goblins were thieves and worse. Thank you for bringing these back to the side of the dwarves. I will make sure these coins find their way back to their owners.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
If you wish to go further into Moria, you will want to follow the road toward Dolvid View. Perhaps you will encounter more dwarves along the way, and they can help you get there. If you see any dwarves cut off from the rest throughout your travels, please endeavor to assist them. I fear that it is a more dangerous place than we anticipated upon our arrival. Okay, so we're just going to follow the road further in. Yep, to this little campsite. Get a look at more Moria. Quite a bridge up there. Some of this is goblin made, and some of it is dwarven. Oh, dead end. That was not good. I probably should have taken that bridge up there, eh? Ah, there, I found the bridge up top. Love all the crystals and stuff. Have to be careful. It'd be quite a fall if I fell off. I just like looking around. Alright, get closer and closer. Guess I could have followed these little posts. So it looks like the dwarves had set up these posts with crystals on them to light the way. Khazad-dûm. There he is. Swarthier.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
They talk too much. According to my map, the Vault of Durin lies directly south of here. The problem is that my partner refuses to explore it. They wish to head straight to Dolven View and not veer off the path. I should dearly like to know what lies in the vault, but I dare not separate from my group. Will you go look, my good hobbit? Okay, sure.
The time has come
wanting
to
to turn
drive
this in,
forth the
though.
orcs from our kingdom.
Behold, Lamdum, beautiful, is it not? If you have time, we could use your assistance. We're very, very curious about what lies near here. Okay, so he's done that. Let's talk to this guy, Thorhall. Scent of the Hive.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
I should like to learn about the odious insects while you're working on driving them off. Will you do me a great favor and bring me anything out of the ordinary that you could found on their anatomy? I hope that studying the great big will give us better tools to fight them.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Strange sounds and strange creeping shadows surround us here. Do you feel uneasy? I think it is coming from the north. There is a sickly light about this place. I have noticed a great increase in the Gredbig about this place. Perhaps it is their hive upon yonder. Will you go and thin their numbers? I will rest easier if I know there are less of them to crawl over me in my sleep. So we got a bunch of goats here, but
These halls will be great once more.
yeah, these are all to the west. Okay, so I think, yeah, it looks like we got some stuff over here. Here's the Durin's Way, and then stuff over here. So I think we're gonna go back down this hall and collect. See, like both of these have to do with these bugs. And not that guy. Yeah, he's just gonna yell at us. Gatherer, that's one we need. You discovered the place of Nan. Ooh. Graubarg Spitter. I bet he's nasty. And we need the Sink Lads from him. I think. Yeah, so I think we just kill any of these guys. So let's go ahead and just start. Yeah, we got advancement on both of those quests, and the relics are south of here. So we're just gonna kill these bugs then. Yeah. do make a lot. Let's go a little further in. Just to take a look. Because look, there's something sparkling here. What is this? I don't know. Ah! Snuck in. Okay, so, actually, I don't need as much of these spitters as I do the other guys. Because these guys... Oh no, these are the guys I need. I don't need the because these guys actually contain the scent glands. What is that? An unusual fungus. Ah, what an odd-looking fungus. It is pretty odd. It may be wise to report the dwarves. The strange flora seems to be creeping into Moria. There is something about the look of that fungus in the surrounding area that is strangely unnerving. What? What's going on? I have a sickly feeling. Why do I have a sickly feeling? Is it because I was near that fungus? Okay, that's just weird. I could see why I'd start to creep one out. So I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit and find something new. I will be back. Alright, so I've got those. I got to get out of here before I get rid of this sickly feeling. I don't even know how. Yeah, man. I know. Yeah. You too. Scent of the hive.
Dwarves must fight.
Scent glands, eh? Very interesting. I have not seen many creatures such as this possession of glands of this nature. I have a theory. Perhaps these can be used to lure whatever menace is at the center of the infestation at the place of Nan, eh? New growth.
These holes will be great
Fungus.
once more.
That's no surprise. Such things grow damp places all over the earth. The earth. Middle Earth. Thornhall listens as you explain that you are aware of the nature of the fungus, but this is one that was strange and new and gave you a sense of foreboding. Upon my word, you do look a little peaked. Perhaps you should bring this news to Dolven View Camp. That is where we are headed as well.
The shadow of
Fine
Mordor
effort.
will not long fill the holes
Would
of
that this
Khazad-dûm.
were the end of them, but I suppose I will have to settle for the valiant endeavor of yours. You have many a thanks. And again, things I can't use. We didn't get rid
We
of
have
the
little
noise.
time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
What do you know, Dizzarian? I have had an idea. If you crush the scent glands you've gathered, an overwhelming scent will be released, and the greybegs will rise up. The scent will undoubtedly draw the hive queen from her hidden nest. If you can slay her, the entire hive will be greatly weakened, at least until they can raise a new queen. That should keep them out of our way for quite a while, and that is the best we can hope for. Okay. So we're going to do that. So we're going to go back in to that hive and crush the glands. Oh, it finally went away. Not the place of Nan, it's the palace of Nan. Aha, and that's the hive nest. That's the reason it was glowing. I don't think it should have glowed without you being on this quest, but I have crushed the Grubbog scent gland. Come, queen. Take a screenshot. Oh, man, that wasn't good. I was just trying to take a screenshot, man. Defeated her. so many of them. Let's get the heck far out of here. Okay.
The time
Excellent
has
work.
come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
With the Grodbog Hive Queen slain, the Hive will be thrown into disarray, and their numbers will likewise diminish, at least until they can raise a new queen. But we might be able to get a new shield. Indeed.
Abide here a moment, and speak with me.
You have done all that is needed for our little camp, and we appreciate your help, but I expect you're excited to delve further into Moria as we are. The Dolphin View camp is the central camp of the dwarves in the Great Delving. I expect that several dwarves will have settled there and established many useful town services. Good. Aha. And you can see, once we get there, we're going to get our goat. I think that's what this is right here. Awesome. But before we do that, we are going to go down this way to search for those relics. And, wow, isn't that cool? Very neat. Okay, so I've made it into the area. And there are some vault remnants in here, but it sounds like it's crumbling. We gotta be careful. Nothing here but dust and trembles of the earth. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Take screenshot. That's pretty cool. I'm facing it. Get it. We need to get out of here before it caves in on us. Alright, so let's return to him and turn this in. Okay, let's tell him.
These halls will be great once more.
He listens quietly while you explain the current state of the Vault of Durin, not only empty but falling into ruin. That is sad news. I imagine this is only the first of many such disappointments as we go through Moria. Perhaps it will never be restored fully, but I would like to think that this expedition can forge a new mine. Different, but good. Okay, so now it's on to Durin's View, I guess. No, Dolphin View. So it's going to be, unless we find another dwarf along the way, it's just going to be some traveling and taking in the sights, which is perfectly okay with me. You can only guess where to go. Don't know why they didn't add stairs there. They only added a ramp. They got a little lazy. Got a little further closer. Oh, this was what we could see from over there. Oh, wait. Dolphin View. Sweet. So I'm going to turn this in. Get my goat. Get your goat. Get a millstone. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Ugh. Here we are. Bent Sharp Eye. Oh. That's the other quest. That's not what I wanted. That's the book 2. And tell someone at Dolvin Camp about the fungus. And I talked to Slagby. It's not one of those dudes. Where's he at? No, looks like he's over here. No, that's the guy we're gonna tell about the bad fungi.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane!
You found an unusual fungus. I'm not surprised. Well, fortunately, it seems somewhat contained. Hopefully, the Palace of Nan is the only place where it grows. In the meantime, I will make sure to warn my folk to steer clear of that place, because the case this fungus is of the putrid nature. Quite possibly is. And here he is. Greetings, my good
Dark
Hog.
things dwell now in Moria.
and welcome to Dolven View. 'Tis a fine view indeed, or at least it would be were it not cluttered with the cook fires of goblin horde beneath us. No matter, we will defend the Dolven View at all cost and find some way to drive these vermin from the ancestral homes. Mark my word, Dizzing, this will once again be a city of wonder and beauty to behold, though we give our lives to achieve it. We got mount, so I should be able to go here. Characters, mounts. A prized, tamed goat. Meh. Yeah, a little bit faster, right? Let's see what he says. Speed by 78%, so it's not... Oh no, that's right. Oh. I guess he is as fast as our other horse. Good deal. Okay. So we've turned in all of those, and we're ready to start here in Dolven View, which is going to be a good stopping point, I think, for this episode. Yeah, we're at 45 minutes or so. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Leave any comments may have about Moria and about this series in general, or just what you think about Lord of the Rings Online. I enjoy any talk and discussion that we have on these videos. These aren't as my most popular videos, but that's okay. I really enjoy Lord of the Rings Online. It's one of my favorite games. So if you haven't yet, you really should be subscribed. I do try to put out new content during the week. I would say every day of the week. I used to do every day of the week. I'm trying to get better at doing more consistent content. So make sure you're subscribed so you can get notification of that. So until next time.